Hey guys, I just figured I would. I never really touched on the subject of the death of Brian Dunn, which I've always wanted to since the day he had passed away, and it's actually been a while now. I think it's been almost a year and a half now, or if more. And my opinions on the thoughts on Brian Dunn's death is that as is a very tragic accident, not just for Brian Dunn's family, but also for um, the death of his buddy Zach. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember Zach's last name, but I think my opinion is if you drink and you drive, this is probably what's going to happen. Normally, you're going to get into a car accident, or and you're going to die, or you're going to kill somebody else and kill yourself, or kill anybody. You could have taken out a whole family. I personally think the situation could have been handled a lot better. As in, Zach should have taken a cab, or should have called Ryan Dunn a cab, or both of them a cab, and they could have been home safe. I think people that have lost family always sort of get numbed to pain after a while of losing somebody. I've lost somebody. I lost my grandfather, which was my father figure back in '09, and I've decided, or I've pretty much experienced that, and everything. It just doesn't bother me anymore. Death doesn't bother me. The thing is about death is it shouldn't be looked at as a very bad thing. Death should be looked at as something, a level of maturity, if you will, in one's life, to be able to move on and not be earthly bound. Um, it's it shouldn't be a bad thing. Death shouldn't be. It's not a good thing sometimes, but it's definitely not a bad thing. It's more of a maturing age, I guess, if you will. Um, but my opinion, yeah, that's my opinion on Ryan Dunn. I always thought he was the smartest of them all on the whole Jackass crew. Um, and it was really shocking to hear of his death because I always, like I said, I always had figured he was one of the smartest of them all, and not he didn't overly do all of those dangerous things like Knoxville and Bam and Stevo did. Stevo would do them, but he wouldn't really like to do them. And a couple, I think it was Jackass 2.5 or Jackass 3, I don't remember. But sometimes he had a problem with doing some of the stunts, which is understandable. I wouldn't want to do them. There's better ways of making money. But it was just really shocking. I'm like, wow, Ryan Dunn died. That's shocking. I thought it would have been Knoxville or Bam. Um, but I know if Bam had died, I know his mother and father would have been torn up. Um, April just loves that kid so much. He's a very important part of her life, and I'm glad to know that Bam has woken up too. Bam personally said that Ryan's car accident, his death, has woken him up, and he said to everybody on a talk show, you need to pay attention when you're driving, and don't drive drunk. So even if you don't feel like you're drunk, you probably are. You know, sometimes. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it to that. And if anybody at all, like anybody at all, wants to talk to me on Skype or Messenger about themselves having a tragedy, you're more than welcome to message me on here or message me on Skype. Shadowfoot, SHADOW space FOOOT. That's three O's. So yeah, if you want to talk or do all that, or just talk to me about what my thoughts are on what and what and what, just go ahead and give me a jingle. See you guys, and rest in peace, Ryan Dunn.